Hey guys, JuiceCat5201 here for something new today. This is World of Warships. Some of you might know if you've been checking out the World of, not World Tanks, but just wargaming in general, their stuff. What day was it? I believe it was Friday. Friday the 13th, actually. The beta. The closed beta went up, and as you can see, beta, work in progress. You guys might be saying, oh, isn't there an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, over this game still? No, there isn't actually, so I am allowed to make as many videos as I feel like about this, and that's pretty cool. Basically, all of the stuff that's before the closed beta, you can't use still. And that's just covered by the NDA, and I don't think will be lifted until the actual release of the game. But yeah, the closed beta, you can record it all you want. So yeah, I'm bringing you World of Warships. So I got accepted Friday. Yeah, this, well, obviously, and I've played a few games. You know, I got 4 different warships. I almost said tanks. Gotta get that out of my mind right now. Got 4 warships to show you in my garage. So here we are. We have the Chester American Cruiser class. It's pretty good. Just played a game on it. We have the Wix Tier 3 American Destroyer. Actually, I'll go over that once I show you all mine. We have the Katori Tier 1 Cruiser. Trying to get the Tier 2 Cruiser. It's pretty nice. Don't like it as much as the Tier 1 American, the Erie, but, you know, whatever. And then we have the Yumikaze, which is a Tier 2 Destroyer. And this thing's pretty nice, actually. So yeah, so first of all, let's go over the tech tree and the different classes. So here we are in the tech tree area. You can see it's in how the beta of World of Tanks was, and also how World of Warplanes is, where basically the tech tree is not linear, of course it's non-linear, but yeah. Anyways, the tech tree is vertical instead of horizontal like in World of Tanks now. So just something to know about that. Here we are on the Japanese tree. There's Japan, the United States, and Russia, which right now they only have a premium tier 3, the Aurora. So in Japan we have the tier 1 to 10 here. We have all. Actually, they don't have a tier 5 cruiser, which is odd. And at tier 1, you can also split off to the destroyers from tier 2 to tier 10, no gaps. If you go to the tier 2 cruiser in the Japanese tree, you can go to the battleships at tier 3. Did I say tier 3 for this? I meant tier 2 if I did. At tier 3 to tier 10, you have your battleships. They are missing the tier 9 one, though. You know, that might be intentional or whatever. And then we got the United States. Erie, tier 1. You can go to tier 2, to the destroyer or the cruisers. Destroyers go all the way, no gaps. Same with the cruisers, tier 2 to tier 10. At tier 3, you get at tier 3 you get the St. Louis, which then you can split off to go to the tier 4 Langley aircraft carrier, and the aircraft carriers go all the way down to tier 10 with a gap in tier 9. I'm guessing these gaps will be filled later on, because I don't think they really want to have gaps in their tech trees. And the premiums, the Yubari tier 4 cruiser and the Kitakami Tier 8 cruiser. For the United States, we have the Tier 2 Albany cruiser and the Atlanta Tier 7 cruiser. And, yeah, that's about it. Now I will talk about the different classes and what they are good at. If I leave something out or say something that's actually different than what should be, you know, cut me some slack. I'm not super great in terms of warships and stuff. I'm just new at this. So, first of all, we have our cruisers. Cruisers are the... you could draw the parallel to medium tanks in World of Tanks. They are kind of jack of all trades. One thing about them is that they usually have very good anti-aircraft defense and have pretty good guns. They're pretty maneuverable and have okay armor, but usually on the meh side. Then we have the destroyers. The destroyers are your, you could say that they're your tank destroyers, kind of thing. Don't make exact comparisons because there's many different things that are different about them, and you can't just label them as one thing. Destroyers have very little armor. Usually they will have the light anti-aircraft support, but they do have one big trick up their sleeve, and that is their torpedoes. Where are they? I think, oh, there they are. Yeah, they have their torpedoes, which you can launch out in volleys, and the torpedoes are very deadly. They can punch a hole in pretty much anything you fire them at, and yeah, that's pretty nice. They also are very maneuverable and accelerate, decelerate very quickly, and also are some of the fastest in the game. I have to go to the tech tree to show you the aircraft carriers and the battleships. One thing to note is that the Americans do not have battleships, while Japanese do not have aircraft carriers. That, I believe, will change in the full release, where Japan and USA and all of the other nations will have both battleships and aircraft carriers, but since it is a beta, you have to cut it some slack. So, let's first talk about the battleships, and let's take a look at one of the most awesome ones in this game, the Yamato Tier 10 battleship with its 460mm main battery cannons. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Anyways, so well, first of all, something that you will note is there's an airplane there that is a scout aircraft, and some ships, I believe usually cruisers, don't. I'm not sure, don't hate me if I'm wrong or whatever. You can send those out to scout for you if you want to try and see what's up ahead. Anyways, battleships are kind of like your heavy tanks. They have really good armor and are pretty slow moving, but they got the big guns, and I believe also can fire the farthest. Something I forgot to mention, I believe the destroyers can fire the can't fire, or the least farthest firing, or whatever, I don't even know. So yeah, the battleships have the big guns and the big armor, while being very slow at the same time. They usually have fairly good anti-aircraft defenses as well, though not as good as cruisers or destroyers, I believe. I know cruisers have better, but anyways, onto the United States and their aircraft carriers. So here we're taking a look at the Tier 10 SX aircraft carrier on the American side, and as you can probably tell, is that, well, just a second. Okay, sorry for that interruption. Anyways, so as you can probably see here, this ship carries lots of aircraft. Aircraft carriers, I've never played any, so I'm not super sure about how these things work, but I'm guessing they're kind of like artillery. Though it's a lot different from what I've heard than normal, just artillery kind of stuff. But yeah, so with these, you have lots of anti-aircraft guns, very little main battery guns, but you do have lots of airplanes to launch, and yeah. So let's go back into the port, and okay. Actually, I'll talk about that in a second. So up here, you'll see you have your service record. Okay. Click on that, and it brings you to something that is kind of different. So here we have a bunch of different rankings. When you start out, you'll be rank 1, and the only thing you can do is these things called co-op battles. World of Warships does not actually have a tutorial, but the co-op battles, I feel, are kind of like that. Basically, you're on a team of all players, and the enemy team is all AI-controlled opponents. And, you know, you get your XP and your credits and all that in these battles, too. So, it's basically like random battles, though you do get less XP and credits in co-op battles. Next, you have random battles and a credit bonus of 25,000. Random battles are your typical battle that you'd see in World of Warplanes or World of Tanks. At 3, you get daily missions, which I'll talk about a bit more. At the level 4, you get free experience and 3,000 free experience. At level 5, you get a ship commander. Don't actually know a lot about this guy and what he does, but I'm guessing he's kind of like the crew. He kind of has the same kind of crew skills, kind of a thing that World Tanks has. And then at level 6, you get upgrades, which I believe are kind of like special equipment in World Tanks, such as improved ventilation and gun rammers, things like that. There also is a level 7 and a level 8, but those are not available right now, because reasons. And let's talk about the missions. So, as you can see, there's some time till update stuff, and here's just a normal old mission. Basically, you get 3 missions each day, and when you complete that mission, it gives you a bonus, such as this one, 20,000 credits, and then when you complete that, it then goes on a timer, and you have to wait. I don't remember how long it is, but you have to wait for the next set of next mission to pop up. As you can see, one of mine just popped up, and it says 20,000 credits for causing 30,000 damage to any kind of enemy ships. Oh wait, I just noticed something. Complete missions to earn free experience, additional credits, or piasters. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Piasters are basically gold, so that's cool. I'm glad that they let you get golden missions and stuff. Anyways, I suppose we could take a few battles here, though I will warn you, I'm not very good at this game. At all. Pretty bad, actually. But anyways, I want to show you guys just a bit of gameplay anyways. So, click the battle button. And I'm actually going to cut the recording here because it takes a while to get into battles due to the fact that, you know, it's in beta right now. Oh wait, just about to hit the stop recording button and I get into one. Actually, kind of surprised that I got into one so fast, but anyways. As I said before, not super great. Anyways, so here we are, you get kind of an overview of the map and this point system, which is for areas captured, holding bases, destroying enemies, and points you lose when allies are dead. Then you have the teams. Okay. It's about to start here. Also gives you kind of what you're supposed to do. Oh, another thing I forgot to say. Destroyers actually have a smoke screen, which is pretty cool actually. Basically, you know, it's smoke screen. It makes it so enemies can't see you. You know what a smoke screen does. You know. So at the bottom there, you can see these, which are the guns that are loaded. You have you have your HE and your AP. You have your torpedoes, your repairs, and your not torpedoes. I already said that. And your smoke screen. With the repairs, basically, sometimes your warship will catch on fire, or it will lose its rudder, or something like that. Turret will get damaged, you know, all that kind of stuff. And if you hit that R button, or whatever button you have for that, it will repair that. And it's not like a repair kit where it's a one-time use. It's on a timer. I believe is it 1 minute or 2 minutes? I can't remember. But yeah, that's basically your repairs and stuff. Also counts as your fire extinguisher, all that kind of stuff. Often it's good at the start of the match to lay down a smoke screen on the flank that you're going to if you're in a destroyer, trying to cover up your allied approach. So here, with the zoom in, you do have to account for elevation and how far you're gonna have to raise your guns up, and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna want to turn around here because it's usually not a good thing for a destroyer to be engaging a battleship. Yeah. That's an enemy battleship over there. As I said before, don't engage battleships and destroyers. Actually, you can if you want, if you have torpedoes that can hit them, but otherwise, don't even think about it. I'll take a few pot shots or something at them, but that's it. Otherwise, it's just not worth it.
Our team has taken the lead.
You can see an enemy cruiser over there. Got a weird glitch going on over there. Don't know what's up with that. That's with is that a shadow effect? Or is that actually something? Or was that like a window or something? I can't even tell. Is that enemy battleship? As you can see up there, you can see where enemy fighters are. Well, there's 3 different types of airplanes. There's torpedo bombers, there's dive bombers, and there's normal attack aircraft, which will attack any other aircraft, such as torpedo bombers and dive bombers. And because I have pretty good anti-aircraft defenses, it can be a good idea to actually just kind of run into enemy air forces and just kind of let your air defenses take them down, because it will greatly benefit your team. It's usually a good idea to go out of sniper view every shot you take, just to make sure that there isn't there isn't any enemies around that will mess up your day. So that's firing some torpedoes there. Usually they don't hit unless you're really close, but it's always nice to put some pressure on the enemy, try and make them maneuver around a bit. Now I'm shooting HE. It's usually a pretty good idea to fire HE at most things, though battleships, if you have good enough guns, sometimes it is better to fire AP due to your HE sometimes just not penetrating them and stuff. Yeah, my HE just didn't do like anything there. Let's fire some AP and see if we do a little bit better. And not by much. I think I'm gonna load HE again, because it's, yeah, these guys, yeah, I'm doing still pretty much nothing. Let's see how my HE does. Actually, no, AP is better. We're about to take down this guy. He doesn't have a whole lot of health left here. Yeah, there he goes. That's an enemy battleship. That is bad news. Oh, man. Now, as you can see, I'm in a destroyer, and you can see how fast this thing is turning. It is very maneuverable. Destroyers are pretty good when it comes to avoiding shots due to that kind of stuff. One thing is that torpedoes travel very slowly, so try and aim really far ahead, or else you will not hit. Now you can see a good shot with some HE. Does a lot of damage. HE on cruisers and destroyers is usually a good idea. And aircraft carriers, you know. Fortunately, right now, I'm kind of in a pickle here. That is an aircraft carrier. First time I've actually seen one. So let's murder it. That didn't go as I thought it would. Kind of thought that would have done more damage. Oh, there we go. That's better. Let's slow down a bit here. Turn a bit more. Ah, yeah, they're not too happy about me right now. Better try and take this guy down as fast as possible, because they are not happy about me being here. This is probably a really dumb idea. Don't do this. Yep, there we go. Just lost that. Oh crap. Oh, that is bad. And there's 2,000 damage because of some torpedoes that I didn't see. That's why you watch for torpedoes. And also why I'm really bad at this game. So I think that's all I'll show you. I will be doing a lot more. This is just an introduction video to show you a bit of how this game works and the ins and outs of it. And I should be posting a lot more of this pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that. Anyways, I hope you have all enjoyed and are getting excited for this game. This has been DeuceCat5201 playing World of Warships. DeuceCat5201 signing out.